Hi, this is Paula Januszkiewicz, and I'm here to have an absolute pleasure to invite you to my keynote that I'm going to deliver at Tech Days in Helsinki. So a couple of words maybe about myself to give you the background of what's the subject for the keynote. First of all, I'm the CEO of Secure, and it sounds business-like, but for real, I'm still a technical person delivering cybersecurity consulting to different types of customers, delivering penetration tests, and also delivering custom workshops for some of our customers. At the end, what is important and what we're going to be discussing during the keynote is how does market for cybersecurity impact the development of different types of organizations. So we do have lots of different types of cybersecurity threats, we all know that. But the second question is, okay, so how does the market deal with it? Are we ready for that? What are the statistics? And what are the current problems of organizations that are dealing with cybersecurity skills, or rather lack of cybersecurity skills within the organization? So this will be pretty much what we're going to focus on. Now, my keynote title is Think and Act Like a Hacker to Protect Companies' Assets, and definitely we're going to focus on different types of ideas that hackers have, and at the same time we're going to respond with solutions of what you guys can do in order to secure yourselves for the future threats in general and for the current threats that are right now up there in the market. And we're going to sum up our keynote with a positive approach that cybersecurity is not that difficult, it's a very new subject that doesn't have many standards, but as long as, of course, we know what's the problem and how to solve it, we should be good to go and stay secure. So hopefully we're gonna see each other at keynote at Tech Days in Helsinki. I'm looking forward to see you, and I'm looking forward to have very nice conversations about cybersecurity with you. So no time to lose. Thank you so much, and see you there. Well, it feels great to be a keynote speaker. I really want to share with you our recent market research about how cybersecurity is managed within the organizations. I had a chance to visit multiple organizations, talk to different CISOs. How do they approach cybersecurity? And the problem is that it's such a new subject that it's hard to technically compare yourself with other companies, because everybody approaches cybersecurity in their own way without really sharing it on any kind of forums and so on. So I'm super happy to share that with you, and I'm absolutely very happy to hear what you think about that. Well, the secret to create a great engagement with the audience is to deliver a good content, or at least this is what I believe in. Yeah? So our team in general, and also myself, we're focusing on writing good tools that are not only cool but also useful, but also delivering content that has a practical meaning for whoever attends the session within the organization. Yeah? So I learned that, so I come back to my organization and I apply it pretty much immediately. So this is the focus of the presentation. Now, this number one Ignite speaker, this is something that I'm very proud of, but I always believe in one thing: people like security and people like good security, especially cybersecurity. So this is what has a value out there, and lots of people, and even more, they understand what does it mean to be hacked, how much does it cost. So I think that one thing is great content, but second thing is general interest in cybersecurity from the business perspective. Cybersecurity has always been my interest, maybe not in the form of a cybersecurity, but in general in the form of security, which we all know that approximately 10 years ago it wasn't really that much known. Ransomware, it's approximately 5 years old right now, and we are still not ready for it at some point. So when I was growing up, I was always interested in cybersecurity, or security as we mentioned, digging into different types of places, checking out how am I able to get in, what are the requirements to get in, etc. So having this in mind, I grown up within this kind of secure environment, and I had also good teachers on my way. So this is pretty much what was my path. Key to success is definitely to have a positive thinking, because if we think negatively about what we want to achieve, we will never do that, and that's the very simple conversion out there. And in general, it's good to be positive, because if you're happy, then great ideas come to your head. And in cybersecurity, you need to be very innovative, and every single day there's lots of challenges that you need to take. And during the pen test, if you are very sad, probably you will never figure out the points of entry, and that's why being positive in general at our hobby, at everything that we do at work and so on, converts pretty much directly to a success. Tech days to me, it means great opportunity for discussion. Yeah, so nothing really better describes the current situation, not only in cybersecurity but in general in IT, rather than discussing this through with some other person. Yeah, so on tech days you can talk to your peers, share your experiences, get someone else's experiences, and I always find it the most valuable thing. Sessions, of course, it's great because you're able to sit and enjoy and listen, pick the most important things for you, but during the coffee breaks, lunch breaks, evening events, etc., you're able to have this real conversation with someone that is happy to share with you what are these organizations' latest achievements within the infrastructure. So it's great to see that happening within the events, and it's great to have this kind of conversations amongst people. So if it's about the sneak peek of what I'm going to talk about on this stage, is that I will deliver the Think and Act Like a Hacker session, and this is in order to protect our company's assets. So it's a perspective of what we really do as a company, so delivering, for example, the penetration test. So how do we perceive the infrastructures, how do we see all the different types of misconfigurations, vulnerabilities, etc., and at the same time how we're able to address it when we convert a little bit to this dark side, and at the same time make our business more secure. So that's going to be the flow. Now, technically, I'm going to be talking about different types of mistakes that people make, and I would like to show you them. And we're going to be using different tools. We're going to do actually a little bit of hacking during the keynote, so that you guys see how easy that is, or especially when we think about some internal threat, how easily we're able to get some kind of information that could reveal something. So it could be that one of the employees does something. So I really need you to see how quickly it is to get sensitive information, how easy it is to use it, and eventually how easy it is to solve these problems. So that's going to be my perspective out there.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully see you at the keynote and definitely at the Tech Days in Helsinki. Happy to see you there.